Hello one and all, we are glad to have you on board for what must surely be the most unmissable game of this season. It could seal the final destination of the title. Of course there are minor conditions attached, as with all of these things. 3 points are required. Sounds very easy on paper, but it could well prove to be otherwise in reality. This place simply a monument to the game. So much prestige, so much pride, so much passion whenever football is played here. The mood is really good now. The players itching to get this going.
Yeah, Peter, definitely the team of the season, and it's their ability to navigate their way through key contests like this that affords them the confidence and nous in knowing that the substance within can be relied upon. They're far more likely to chalk another one up than choke. These lads have a great togetherness and spirit, and I expect to see it again.
As you can see, we've already started here. Champions-elect, hoping to become the champions for real. Perhaps this is the day when the wait finally ends. Mbappe! Mbappe! They've scored!
What a start, and what a contribution from the main man. I had a feeling he might do something, given his reputation, but to do it like that, absolutely brilliant. I wasn't expecting that.
Well, when the game's played like that, it's made to look very simple. You know, I love watching football like this. Easy, effective, 1-2 and bang. Thanks very much.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead.
Look, I'm sure that silencing the crowd would have been mentioned in the dressing room beforehand. And just listen.
Plays it out to the wing. Dembele. Tries to get it forward quickly. Now it's Kane. Mbappe. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. Forward it goes. There has been just the early goal here, and the score is 1-0. Mbappe. Mbappe! Really well taken goal. All too easy. They are in danger of disappearing out of sight.
I can give the keeper a little sympathy here because I think he might have been slightly unsighted. However, credit where it's due, it's still a fine finish from a tight spot.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, at 1-0, this contest was still nicely poised, but now that it's gone to 2, mindsets are affected a lot more. Winning belief one way, and that losing...
Massive lead! Oh, he has stuck it into his own net!
Well, that wasn't in the script, and you have to feel for him, Peter. It's ended in some embarrassment.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one. Mbappe. Mbappe!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
Oh, it's Dembele. He could be in. Has a hit! He has done it! They have brought themselves an equaliser. given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
Well, it's pretty damning on the part of that defence, Peter, that he was allowed so much time and space. But I think you have to give credit where it's due, and it was a brilliant setup and finish.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Both sides a bit lacking in intent. And it's Griezmann. It's Griezmann! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Dembele. Over to the left. He's still going. Where to next? Keeps everyone guessing. There are a few waiting for it. Deep cross. Oh, what's he giving here? The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Keeper's ball. Mbappe. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Lovren gets into the right position to intercept. Played out to the right. He's got away. There's the whistle for half-time. And it has been a pretty crazy game so far. The game played out in extraordinary fashion, and the scoreline underlines that.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Terrific half, 4 goals split evenly, beautifully set up for the second period to follow. So we're just settling back into this second half. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Dembele goes for goal! Decent enough try.
A more than decent attempt, Peter.
Are on this thrilling, if rather peculiar run of conceding goals, but still somehow avoiding defeat.
Yeah, it's quite a bizarre stretch, actually. Their whole ethos is based on how many goals they can score.
On the volley! A real chance and a real let-off. Hoists it forward, and it's Pogba.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision, because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
Cuts it out. Ball's gone out of play. Lovren tries to clear. Gets it back. And here's Kane. And here's Bale. And he's there to clear it. And it's played forward. Pogba. Griezmann. Kane.
Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Pogba. And it's Dembele.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Mbappe is effectively being marked out of the game here.
Yeah, now that he's scored, this defence is on high alert whenever he goes anywhere near the ball. Look, this can still go either way. It might be flowing one way, but there's still time for some ebb.
Griezmann. He spotted the run and played him through. Mbappe has a hit! Yes, he's done it! Late in the day, this could well be it!
Well, you know, thinking about that, I think they've perfected that on the training ground because it took them seconds to get the ball from back to front, and they really commit forward in numbers too. It was all very well drilled.
We have got changes here, from both sides in fact. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And here's Mauro Icardi. Icardi provides an outlet. It is just a question of running down the clock now. And that will be the final act. This is it. A journey's end, and what a journey it has been. After the blood, sweat and tears, now the glitz and the glamour. A ceremony for the champions. So on to centre stage come the central characters, the individuals who, as a team, blended into champions, and this is their moment.